Good evening. This is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends Blogspot. It's Wednesday, the 15th of November, 2006. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stocks for trading tomorrow. I'm not going to be trading because I'll be at the Traders Expo in Las Vegas doing a talk there, and I've got a flight in the morning. However, I did look at some stocks, and I've got a few longs here that we'll take a look at. No shorts for today, but first up, I've got eSpeed, symbol ESPD, and you can see that it had a great day today. Traded from about 975 up to about 1025 or so, and traded some real big volume in there. If we take a look at the weekly time frame, you can see here that this is a new high for at least the last couple of years. So backing it up longer term on a monthly time frame, we can start to get a little bit better perspective on the significance of this breakout. Perhaps we'd be better off just going back to the weekly time frame and adding a few more weeks. So let's take a look at 140 weeks. A lot of times people say, how many weeks do you look at? Do you look at 50 weeks? Do you look at 100 weeks on your weekly chart? And I always say it depends. Until I see what I need to see, that's how many I look at, and it's never always going to be the same. I usually default it to maybe about somewhere near 100 and back it up or go further out from that 100 level that I start with. But looking now at about, I don't remember what I just put in there, maybe 140 weeks worth, you can see the significance of this breakout right here. And it doesn't look like there's a lot of resistance close by at least. So we'll go ahead and pick a target right around $11.50 a share. I think maybe we can slow down 11 and a quarter to 12. So let's just call it 11 and a half as far as a target goes on the upside. But it's trading some real nice volume today, as you can see here. The only problem I see with this is that it had this really nice run late in the day. So let's look for a pullback. Let's look for the stock to pull back to $10.10. Once it gets back to $10.10, I then want to buy strength above $10.20. So it has to pull back to 10.10 first. Buy it as it crosses on strength as it moves above 10.20. We'll set our stop at about 9.95. No reason to go any lower than that, I don't think. So risking about 20 cents and a target of $11.50. That's about $1.30 away for just a 20-cent risk. So looks like a nice risk-reward setup, anyways. QLTI is another stock that actually looks pretty similar on a weekly time frame. If you look at this longer-term downtrend that turned sideways for a while, you'll see here that once I change the scaling on this, that the stock has broken past some resistance just recently in here, and it's holding above that level near the $8.50 level. This stock also has a pretty big short position in it. I'm looking for the stock to move up towards about $10 a share as what I think is a pretty conservative upward target. So what I want to do is I want to buy this stock. I think you can buy it in current levels. Let's say $8.70 to $8.75. Let's put our stop just below this 5-day moving average. Let's say $8.57. So we'll look for risk of about a maximum of about 18 cents. And as far as the upside goes, like I said, I think it can go to about $10 a share. So that's potential for about $1.25 in profits for just an 18-cent risk in QLTI. RealNetworks, we've looked at numerous times. We looked at it earlier in this week, and it didn't trigger a trade. The company reported earnings. It was up on big volume. It's consolidated on lighter volume. Now it's starting to stabilize here above this rising 10-day moving average. The 10-day moving average is above the 20, which is above the 50, which means we've got a solid uptrend here. And looking at the weekly time frame, that's obvious here that we're in a solid uptrend. And again, the upward target for this stock, and again, look at the significance of this move here. The upward target for RealNetworks, what we're going to use for now, is just $12.50 a share. Just if it can get up to about $12.50 a share, I think that's a nice move. But the way I'd like to see this stock play out would be a pullback to $11.45. Then we'll buy it above 11.55. So only if it pulls back to 11.45 would we then want to buy it on strength above 11.55. Stop would go at $11.38. So that's a risk of about 17 cents here, and a target of 12.50 would be 95 cents away, making for a better than 1 to 4 risk reward ratio.